Butcher, not Lee. it was implied. Okay, we are live.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, let's see how long it takes her to pop up on my end. Oh, it's up already.
So is there no theme to all these little figurines over here anymore?
Which ones?
It seemed like there used to be a theme for a minute, and then there they are.
Yeah,
That would be it.
they are still there. They just started growing, and so we had to make room. And with the ready, Jen?
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah. When we started doing these cameras, they were kind of blocking the way, and Jen had that as a prop or something, so we ended up putting it on the wall. So the cats stay. Those are from Sheriff Wilmot, so those are collectibles. So they hang out right there. But yeah, the rest are up there.
It's time for Today in Yuma with Jennifer Blackwell and Teresa Straub. You can listen to Today in Yuma weekdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on Z93 and Outlaw Country. Opinions expressed here
And they all
are
have
not necessarily
names.
those of station management. Feel free to give Jennifer and Teresa a
Every
call
single
at
one of them.
782-4321. And now, Today in Yuma.
Morning, Mike, Peter, and Brian.
Hold on, I just got almost done. Okay, here we go.
Welcome to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer Blackwell.
And I'm Teresa Straub.
Thank you for joining us on this cloudy Wednesday morning on Z93 and Outlaw Country.
Yes, that's if you're listening on the radio, but you can always watch us and tune in and chime in on the show on the Eddie's Food and Drink Facebook Live feed.
You can, and don't forget to check out their website, eddiesfoodanddrink.com. You can also follow them on Facebook and Instagram to find out who will be coming to perform. They've got some new vendors out there. Stop by at 4492 East County 24.5 Street in San Luis, Arizona.
Love it.
We have got a jam-packed Wednesday for you today.
That we do.
We are going to kick things off in just a second talking about mosquitoes and stuff. We have Ryan Butcher, Richard Cuming III, and Ryan Lee, who will be joining us here in the studio. After that, we have Darianna Castro. She is a pretty remarkable young lady.
Yes.
She will be coming in to talk about her experience, and she is the recipient of a pretty special award. Carol Brown will be joining us from WACOG. And then we have our Be Humane coordinator with the Humane Society of Yuma, Jimmy. Jimmy's also bringing Lexi. That is their Be Humane mascot.
I love it.
And Lexi's handler, Frank, will be coming in as well.
Sounds good.
Yes, we do have a chance of showers creeping into the forecast a little bit later today. That morning humidity has not been super awesome.
Yes, that was the first thing I opened up my social media and they said it is humid outside.
72% when I left this morning. And Brian has an important reminder, courtesy of our Eddie's Food and Drink Facebook Live.
Yes.
Just remember how many days will possibly have lightning. Lightning can strike up to 10 miles away from the storm. Don't be a positive charge for the lightning. And he is a spokesperson because he has been struck by lightning.
He is speaking from experience.
All right, let's talk about mosquitoes. We don't like mosquitoes either. But again, we have two Ryans and a Richard joining us this morning from Yuma County. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Does it sound like a podcast?
Yeah, you're right on money there.
Well, you are here today because we've had some, it's not just the recent rainfall we've had just situations over the warmer months too, I think, is when it really seems to be noticeable. Mosquito, green pools, breeding mosquitoes, and that stuff in our community. And
it's that time of year.
It is. We've shared the importance of walking around the property, tipping and tossing any of those containers. So, Richard, you've been doing this for over 30 years.
Yes.
So you're going to share some of that knowledge with us and talk a little bit about the Zika virus. Is that one of the common things associated with some of the mosquitoes?
It's one of the viruses. We don't really worry about Zika here too much in the Yuma area due to the fact that Zika, the reservoir for Zika is actually in people, and we can actually track people pretty good. So what we're mostly worried here in Yuma area is West Nile virus, and St. Louis encephalitis, which is actually the reservoirs of the wild bird population.
Okay.
So they're in the bird, in the wild birds as they migrate and they come through our area. The mosquitoes are feeding on, usually feeding on the birds, and then they, feed on one bird and go on another
cycle?
bird. But then when we visit those areas, then we introduce ourselves into their environment.
Okay.
And then we can go ahead and, possibly get one of those viruses.
Well, again, these are things that you deal with on a year-to-year basis anyway, but we've had substantial rainfall the last month and a half here across Yuma County, and you cover all of Yuma County.
Yes, all of Yuma County. In fact, I was in Roll yesterday at about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Working on some areas there.
Yeah, we're setting our traps out. We trap every Monday throughout the mosquito season, usually February through October. We then pick those traps up on Tuesday mornings. We go through them in our lab. We separate them by species in groups of 50 or less. Those are sent up to the state lab, and then they're tested for the various viruses depending on the species. So our Culex mosquitoes will be tested for West Nile virus, St. Louis encephalitis, Western equine encephalitis. Our 80 species will be tested for Zika, yellow fever, dengue, chikungunya.
So is that so the best stuff to use on them to fight against them, or it's just, knowledge is power anyway, and knowing how we might just handle the situation?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, our goal in Yuma is to actually reduce the chance of getting any of these viruses. So if we set a trap out and it comes back positive, then a square mile from that trap is fogged to reduce the number of adult mosquitoes flying, so we reduce that transmission cycle. We also go ahead and if it exceeds, if we have over 30 Culexes in our trap, then we spray. Or over 300 floodwater in our 80s in our trap, then we'll go ahead and spray also.
All right. Well, again, there are precautions that people can take, especially if you do happen to live, close to these marshlands. And I think we had a lot of marshland recently.
There's a lot of there's a lot of it right
every
now.
Every flood control basin in town has got water in it. Yeah, we
every
treated them.
I would say not just flood control, but any kind of basin or any kind of foliage area is still full of water. There's areas around town, and there was an area this past week that I went past, and I was like, wow, there's still water, and it's true. They're getting pretty yucky.
Is that by the pack?
Yeah, it's out by the pack, and they're turning green, and they're pretty smelly, and I stayed away from it because I know that means there's mosquitoes there.
Yeah, and then we have treated those.
Good. That's good to know.
They're treated with a growth regulator, and then we use a mineral oil type product on top of the water.
Is that what makes it smell too, though, or is that already algae or something forming?
That's the algae or something you're going to get the odor from. It's not our chemicals.
Okay. Well, Brian has a question. He says, "Is that fog hazardous to breathe as a human or a pet?"
No, it's not.
Okay. Are these the aerial granules that you drop, or is that something different?
That's something different.
Okay.
That would be a biological control measure, which is a BTI product, which is it's basically a organism lives in clay, and that it affects the mosquitoes when they ingest those organisms.
Okay.
But that's a little different product.
So
but our fogging which are ultra low volume fogging, is our trucks that you'll see driving around. Typical early in the morning. We try to go early in the morning so we get that thermal inversion layer working for us. We're putting out basically the 6 ounces a minute at 10 miles an hour. Our trucks are adjusted so that it'll adjust the chemical output by speed, up to 20 miles an hour, as low as 5 miles an hour. And it's equivalent to a teaspoon of chemical in a football field sized area about 30 feet high.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And what is the efficacy? How long does something like this last?
That's as soon as the fog dissipates, that's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a residual product. It's just there to kill what's flying
there
at that time.
Mm-hmm. So only what's flying at that time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So.
And will it affect any of nests or anything that might be around?
No, that's another thing why we do it at night, so that mostly animals and everybody's asleep or inside. It is safe for humans at that rate.
The insect nest, because I know that there's areas if you're, I've seen it. It scared the crap out of me. There's an area down when you're floating down the Colorado River, you see a whole nest of mosquitoes and things like that. Will it affect that type of
Those
nest?
typically those are like a gnat type, like a midge or a gnat, and not a mosquito, because mosquitoes typically don't swarm
Well,
that
good. I
much.
stayed away from it either
Um,
way.
Depending on the insect, it may affect them and it may not.
All right. Last time you were here, I think you brought one of the traps with us.
Yes.
Kind of show us what that looked like. That
Yeah.
was an interesting thing. I'd never seen
was.
one of those, so
Yeah,
we went down a little rabbit hole on those.
yeah. We use dry ice as an attractant for our traps. So it's basically a bucket, looks a plastic bucket, or we're actually switching over to 1 gallon coolers, and then we've got a fan and a net below that, and they attract the CO2, the carbon dioxide, dry ice, and they think they're going to get a meal, or it's an animal or something, so they think they're going to get a meal to get close to the trap. That net brings them into the trap, and then we'll pick them up.
Sucks them into it, and then you analyze them.
Yes.
Well, Kimmy says, bless you, Kimmy, by the way.
Yes, bless you.
What about those of us, you mentioned that it's generally not harmful to humans, but
Yes.
what about those with respiratory issues? She wants to know if she should avoid being out when there is any kind of spraying like that.
If you are concerned, we recommend that you stay inside. If you can also consult your doctor and ask your doctor about if there's any concerns.
And again, that's why they do it so early in the morning. I mean, Ryan was out early this morning doing some of that stuff. So, they're not doing it midday when people are around and it's going to have that kind of traffic. So, there's a reason they go out super early in the morning, like Richard was saying, to make sure that, not only animals aren't around, but other people aren't around to ensure, the safety of everybody.
Absolutely. Well, Brian wants to know, he's a fisherman, if you have any recommendations, how he can keep the mosquitoes off of him. Some of the stuff he's used gives him a reaction. So again, that might be vary from individual to individual too.
Because I use the strong stuff.
Yeah.
I use the bends because I know it works. I mean, we were given it by a lady, so we know it works. But it really does work from when you're out there. Of course, every skin type is different.
Yeah, every skin type is different. The CDC has a very good website on mosquito repellents or insect repellents. There's actually several different kinds. So you just kind of got to experiment which one works best for you, and always follow the label.
One other thing I wanted to touch on, and maybe Ryan can help me out here, but obviously if you see basins and things like that, large pools of water, green pools, you can give us a call over at the health department and they can go and treat that. But as Richard mentioned, the Aedes aegypti is a common mosquito that's found around the house, and you mentioned it too. Those standing puddles of water. So maybe Ryan, you can give us a couple tips there on what people can do to kind of keep those mosquitoes from spreading around the home.
Yeah. So what you want to do is go outside, make sure like your dog dishes and stuff like that, make sure they're dumped out and cleaned out, because the Aedes aegypti actually lay their eggs on around the rim, like where the water would sit, max level. So you want to scrub those out, because if you just dump it out and then refill it, there's a chance those eggs will actually produce into the larva and pupa and then get to adult stage.
Okay, don't want that to happen.
Yeah, so you want to just go around your yard, make sure that there's nothing that's holding water. If you see something that's holding water, just go and dump it. And try to scrub it out or throw it away. Sometimes it's trash.
Tires, pots. We've shared before the lid of a water bottle.
Yeah.
Something very tiny is there.
Kids' toys.
Cap of water, right? That's all it takes.
Yep, all it takes.
Yep.
And a lot of times, we'll get calls, and Richard was telling me about this the other day. They'll get calls, and everybody, and rightfully so, assumes these basins and these large areas of water are what attract the mosquitoes, and they often are. But a lot of times they're treated. And if they're treated, we probably know that, there's a good chance it's probably going to be that mosquito around the house and, the standing water around the homes and things like that. So it's very important that, us as homeowners go around and clean those out.
That's the Aedes aegypti that you're referencing to?
Correct.
Yes.
Is there another common type around here, or primarily that one?
We have our Culex tarsalis and our Culex quincunfasciatus.
But if it's around the home,
but
as
if
you
it's
were
in and
saying,
around your home, you're going to have it's going to be your Aedes aegypti.
And it starts at home. Again, even if we don't have rainfall, maybe you have a drip system, maybe your sprinklers have been on, anything like that. Keep that in mind.
Especially right now,
Swamp coolers
again.
people aren't using.
Yes. Kimmy says, I hate mosquitoes. I'm their favorite flavor. That is true. That is true. All right. Well, again, take those precautions. Utilize something as a repellent and lightweight long sleeves and pants. I know it's not super duper comfortable for that, but you'd rather have that over coming down with some of the bugs that these bugs can give us.
And if there is areas of standing water where people would like to report, what's the best number to call?
You can give us a call at the health department. It's 928-317-4584.
And Ryan Lee, you are a vector control specialist with the Environmental Health Division.
Yeah.
And Richard, you are the vector control program supervisor with that same division.
Yes.
So again, bringing years of collective knowledge to helping keep humans safe. But again, they can't be everywhere all the time and see everything. So if you see those standing pools, reach out and let them know.
Yes.
Perfect.
Please give us a call.
If anyone has any questions, feel free to contact the health department. All right. Thank you all so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
We are going to take a quick break. We'll take our Village and Pizza Parlor selfie here in the studio. We'll be back with more of the show after this on Z93 and Outlaw Country. The show is brought to you by Quick Refrigeration, voted Yuma's best heating and AC company, keeping Yuma cool since 1955.
And Ed Whitehead's Tire Pros, they can keep you straight. Yeah, they can align that. Stop by any Ed Whitehead's Tire Pros location today. They are so much more than tires.
And Yuma Winelson, they can be found off Pacific Avenue. They are located near Yuma Palms. They are there for those contractors who want a partner that understands their needs and shares that same get it done right attitude. Again, find them weekdays on Pacific Avenue.
Say hi, Butcher. And Never Low Smoke and Vape Lounge at 2760 South 4th Avenue. They are Yuma's best vape lounge because they carry vaping products and accessories that you cannot find anywhere else. Don't forget about their sister company, Never Low Glass Gallery at 1910 South 4th Avenue.
Yes, Ryan was here yesterday too. He's in the no man's land
I made
right
sure
now.
I made sure that they could see him.
They're like, Butcher was on yesterday. Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
Two very important topics, 2 days in a row. All right, we'll be back after this on Z93 and Outlaw Country.
And Silva's, we haven't done birthdays yet, so don't forget. We'll be doing his shout out here shortly.
We're gonna do our selfie
Hello,
up
Yuma.
against this
Are you
wall
ready
right
for
here.
fall flavors that will make your taste buds sing? Then come on down to the
Like in the
Broken Yo
salad
Cafe
there,
and
too,
experience our limited time autumn menu. Imagine sipping on our creamy, dreamy pumpkin flavor.
I'll get everybody in. All right, Jen,
Yes,
where are you at?
that
Okay,
right,
ready?
Pumpkin spice
1,
pancakes. The
2,
Broken Yo Cafe is your
3.
go-to
Hold
spot
on, let's
for
do this
breakfast
one more
and brunch
time.
all season long. We're open Monday
That
through
way I can
Friday
see
from 7
everybody.
a.m. to
Okay,
2
ready?
p.m. and Saturdays
1,
and Sundays we're
2,
open till 3. Come
3.
on down to the Broken Yo
Jen
Cafe
can
and
choose
treat
whichever
yourself
one
to a
works.
taste of Can't wait to see you.
Thank you,
All
guys.
right,
Thanks
Thanks so much, you guys.
that way.
We'll see you later. Tomorrow, Ryan?
Nope.
Come on, come on.
For a special evening of live greetings. The same way that you're looking to connect with your loved ones, your loved ones are also looking to connect with you.
Hi, come on in, you guys.
The People Event Center at Quickshot Casino Resort.
Yep, you can come on in
Spirit
too.
are everywhere.
Hi. We're gonna put you in the corner right over there. You can sit right next to her.
Casino box office or playqcr.com.
You want to show them their camera, Teresa?
This is your camera. You're on Facebook Live.
That space is a happy place for everyone.
See, Butcher has a very distinct voice.
He does.
Full service.
A selfie stick is not as good as Teresa's arm.
So you can stay
J-Worm.
connected to what matters. And the family
I'm a pro,
always
J-Worm.
feel at home. Put the game on. And don't worry about
She's good.
your
Yeah,
Wi-Fi
she's good.
calling a timeout.
We are.
Better TV
We're just
and internet
interacting with
service
people
is
on
one
Facebook
connection
Live.
away.
It
Call
might
now
sound
at
random, but
Yeah, we're talking to Facebook.
most of it is random. So,
Well, in case you missed it, Kimmy, bless you.
Are you stuck bored at home on a Sunday night? Come to FanQuest where we turn your boredom into board game night.
Her posts have been hilarious, and I think it's even more funnier that
Your special orders arrive within a week.
Joey Seabolt,
We always have
every time
something
she,
going on at
every
FanQuest
oh, that
Comics
was the
and
wrong
Games.
one,
No
isn't
more
it?
boredom for you.
Every time
FanQuest
Joey,
Comics and
every
Games
time she
located
posts,
at
Joey
250 West 32nd Street.
trolls her,
Suite
and it's
number 1.
hilarious.
Check our schedule
grape
on
one, the
Facebook for
flavored
nights
splash.
I could
Splash,
tell.
you know what
I could tell.
I do not like water. I abhor water.
Boredom for you.
But I have to drink it.
It's Today in Yuma. You can also watch what Jennifer and Teresa are doing right now on Facebook Live.
I think I'd rather have plain. Okay.
I think you would too, because you don't make that face.
Diet Coke is my favorite flavor of water.
Is it? Have you tried Coke Zero?
Ugh, don't like Coke Zero. It's too sweet for me.
Diet Coke, traditional Diet Coke. All right, here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
joining, we said it's a very busy morning.
It is
here
a
for
busy
you
morning.
here. Joining us in the studio, we have a former Gadsden Elementary School District student joining us, Darianna Castro. Good morning.
Good morning.
And you brought a guest with you.
Yeah, my dad.
Hi, Dad.
Hello.
Thank you for helping coordinate this
Yes.
as well.
Thank you guys for inviting us.
Hey, this is super awesome because Darianna is being recognized by the National Association for Gifted Children. So she is receiving a recognition here, and you've been selected as a recipient for the 2025 Excelencia Latina Award presented by the National Association for Gifted Children. And you did this when you were in junior high?
Yeah.
This is awesome. Now, what does that mean? Is there going to be a ceremony coming up? Will there be recognition at the national level for you?
Yeah, they're going to have a convention. What's the association?
The National Association of Gifted Children.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure. So they're going to have an annual convention, and at their annual convention, it's going to be in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They're going to announce
all the different
the recipients. Yeah, and I'm going to be a part of that list.
So did you have to take like a series of tests? How does that work?
So I was nominated around the summer. Yeah, the coordinator of this program at my old district, the Gadsden district, the coordinator of the early college program, Mr. Chavez, he was in charge of was putting the nomination out there. And luckily he did, because, we were aware of it and we really wanted it to happen. So he helped us with just with the nomination, right? Yeah.
Yes.
That entire process?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, the Excelencia Latina Award, it's a national recognition program, and it honors the outstanding achievements of highly gifted and talented students of Hispanic or Latin descent. It's sponsored by the NAGC Special Populations Network, and the award celebrates the academic excellence and aims to elevate the accomplishments of students who represent the strength and potential of the Latin community in gifted education.
I love it.
And you just recently, you're in high school now, but when you graduated 8th grade, you were the valedictorian. And it just talks, the district shared your outstanding accomplishments from K up through 8th grade. So, we celebrate that. We're so excited that you're receiving this recognition. Now, have you ever been to Pennsylvania?
No, I haven't been.
You're going to be a new Pittsburgh sports fan after this?
Maybe. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to attend this meeting in Pittsburgh. Yeah, but, I just have a lot of appreciation for everyone involved in getting me to this level. My family, my teachers, my mentors, all of that, and everyone who's a part of the NAGC who decided that I was
worthy.
And deserving.
Yeah.
Now, as a dad, introduce yourself.
My name is Delio Castillo, and I'm the proud father of Darianna. She has made me somewhat famous, and people are looking for me, trying to contact
to her.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, from a parent's perspective, she mentioned thanking those, family. There's the educators, the school staff, and stuff too. As a parent, how do you? Yes, pride is amazing. How do you kind of view all of this?
It's she's the youngest of three brothers, and the other two, they had their own accomplishments, but she has taken it upon herself to advance her college education, and she really likes taking college classes. So we are beyond belief that she has been able to accomplish so much at such a young age, to the point that we're asking ourselves, what do we do with her now? Because how do we get
how
her
do you continue
challenged?
how do you continue to challenge her? And I mean, again, with the partnerships through the high school with AWC and things like that, how many college courses are you taking right now?
2 at the moment, but I have 3 for the semester.
Yeah.
Did you? I'm trying to keep all of my outstanding middle schoolers straight. Did you graduate with your AA from college?
Yeah.
before middle school.
Yeah, before.
That's what I thought. See, I'm trying to. I'm
we
like,
try to remember these things.
So you're working. Are you working on working towards a 4-year degree? Is that what you're doing now while you're in high school?
Is that what I'm doing?
The bachelor's, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you studying a bachelor's in, or what is the intent?
I wanted to get my bachelor's in psychology.
Okay. That is so awesome.
Yes, I can. Oh my goodness.
The tenacity of a freshman, right?
Yeah.
Because you're a freshman this year. That's remarkable. And like you said, what do we do now? Because she's accomplished so much.
Yes. Fortunately, we were able to get her into Yuma Catholic, and we feel that she's going to receive the challenge she needs for the next 4 years to be prepared to go on to do whatever she needs to do after college, whether it be her master's or another bachelor's.
Well,
so you're going to continue your education. I can go right. I'm glad you're going to keep going and not go straight into work, But it's nice to
with
know.
2 older brothers, again, who are very accomplished in their own right, was there any competition?
Yeah, at the beginning. Yeah. Because I wasn't aware that they were in the program before.
Okay.
So when I was invited to the program, I had no idea what was going on, what I was going to do, and what they had done. And so eventually, as I started taking more classes, like I began to sort of compare what I've done to what they've done. And eventually I realized, like, whoa, I'm doing way too much. I can't compare this to what they did. This is something else.
But I mean, we're all different.
Yeah.
We have different, end goals too. I'm glad that you value education as much as you do. Now, Kimmy has a comment for you on our Eddie's Food and Drink live feed. She goes, "She's awesome."
Yes.
The hand clapping.
Well, thank you.
And then she adds, "Yay, YC." So she dropped that in there too.
Yay. Go Shamrocks.
Now, again, you're working on that bachelor's towards psychology. We hope you're taking time to enjoy like a high school experience too. What are some other things that you enjoy doing?
School related or?
Anything.
I really like choir. I like singing, and they offer it at Yuma Catholic, so win-win, honestly. What else? It's because a lot of what I do is related to academics, like because I love like taking
learning.
classes.
And there's nothing wrong with that too. I say do what you enjoy,
Exactly.
right? Perfect. Well, again, we're excited to see where things take you. Again, you're a remarkable young woman. We're proud to have you here in Yuma County. Again, the valedictorian from Southwest Junior High, now attending Yuma Catholic High School. Arizona Western College graduate, too.
There you go.
We can't forget that. So now where are you actually taking your classes for your bachelor's? Through which partner university?
It's going to be NAU.
Oh, you're working with
NAU? Possibly ASU.
Go Lumberjacks.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Well, we appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to come down here because we know how much you like school. Well, thank you so much. And again, congratulations on this national recognition. You deserve it.
Thank you.
We are going to take our Village Inn Pizza Parlor selfie here in the studio. We'll be back with Carol Brown after this on Z93 and Outlaw Country. The show is brought to you by Pima Federal Credit Union. Stop by their branch at 454 West Catalina Drive and talk with their banking professionals and find out how you can go mobile with Pima Federal. Enjoy the many perks that comes with. That's Pima Federal Credit Union.
And the Broken Yoke Cafe. They are open Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, with happy hour from noon to 2. Saturday and Sunday, they are open until 3. If you are headed on over, make sure you download the app. Not only can you join the wait list, but you can also join the awesome rewards program at the Broken Yoke.
And Teresa mentioned the other day that Allo is hiring. And while working with a terrific team can be rewarding enough, Allo feels there's still more they can give their employees, like a generous ETO plan, tuition assistance, medical, dental, and vision insurance, free Allo internet service, and more. Find out more at allocommunications.com/careers. We'll be back after the break on Z93 and Outlaw Country. David says congratulations, too.
Baseball's in full
for our
swing. It's
selfie.
on.
Yes.
With the crack
You
of the
guys
bat
are
comes
great.
warmer temperatures.
Thank you.
So don't
Thank
heat up the house
you.
cooking when you can enjoy a cold one and watch the games while Brewers pays for the air conditioning. Just call, click at brewersportsbar.com or come by either Avenue B or the airport location with free validated parking. Don't forget, we also deliver beer, including our mouth-watering bottles. It's on. Brewers.
All right. So just listen right here. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. That's
Blue Streak Science has been helping
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much.
And congratulations.
Yes, and thank you for helping coordinate with me.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Guys, do you have anything else out here?
No.
You can go out that door.
Signs and more.
Yeah,
Blue Streak
Darianna.
Science
Just say hi to the
design,
chickens.
built,
Do you have a
installed,
red
perfect
Oh,
fit for
yes,
your
we do.
business. Turn your car
Let me get out of the way.
right over
Into a
here.
rolling
Billboard.
There you go.
Blue
It's
Streak
right over
Signs.
this way.
Find them on 32nd
Good
Street.
morning.
Black truck with
How
black
are
lights.
you? I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Good.
So you met my Miss Paula.
Yes.
Came in with Chris.
Your
I
business, your success.
already booked on something else. I was getting the
more than
proclamation
just
from the Board of Supervisors.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's nice that we can divide and conquer now.
Yes.
I'm so appreciative of that.
For Paula?
Yes.
Yes. She did awesome.
She is such a delight. Oh, this humidity.
Yeah.
Jeff and I like to play the guessing game when we leave the house. We like to guess what the humidity is. It's kind of like who can get the closest without going over.
Yeah. But we're getting closer to fall. We're almost there.
Hey, I think I'm already happy with what we have right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
And we do have enough. I thought we were done with the ick.
I don't think so.
No, next week we have more. We have one day at 108.
I'll take it.
I'm hoping the models will change prior to that, and
Yeah.
that we won't.
Yeah.
But we know we're on the uphill swing.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're almost to the end.
Oh, so close.
Okay. I'm watching this cloud front push inside Mexico right now and waiting to see if we have pop-up storms or an actual front. Rain out by the foothills, showers more or less starting now or soon.
Ooh.
So. Yes, it is icky, sticky humidity.
Yeah.
But it's weird because last week was humid too, but my curls stayed today. The last week, like one whole side of my hair was
only one side.
By
It
like
was
6
funny.
a.m. I don't even know why I bother.
Yeah. That's why this happens, because until we get past this.
I got breaths today too.
All right, here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
Okay, a couple quick notes here. We may be seeing some precipitation in the foothills area soon, so just keep an eye out there. Big reminder, drive cautiously if you are out on the roadways. Again, we don't get enough rain to really clean those roads off, the oils and the stuff off the roadway very often, so things do get slick out there. Just utilize caution.
Yes. Are we going to do birthdays?
Yes, let's do. Hey,
Can we do them real quick?
Hey, Carol, you want to celebrate birthdays with us?
Real quick,
Yeah,
because I
I
have a
celebrated
special one.
mine last week, so let's celebrate some birthdays.
Yes.
These are the Poor Behavior birthday shout-outs. We want to remind you, you can find them next to Harley Davidson. They open at 3 o'clock today, and you can get shareable appetizers. They have delicious appetizers and food and drink specials at Poor Behavior. You have one to start off with.
Yes, a very special birthday shout out today. One of my favorite little dudes. He, oh my goodness, I think he's turning 8 or 9. I have to wish a very happy birthday. I can't call him this for very much longer. Baby J, Jacob Silva, we want to wish you a very happy birthday today.
Also celebrating today, this young man, I think he's officially, a month and a half older than me now. Charles King is celebrating his birthday too.
Leslie Fain is celebrating her birthday.
So is Dylan Thomas.
Hector Bubba Ramirez.
Alizea Laronia.
That's all I got.
I also have a 33rd anniversary wish going out to Randy and Misty Peterson, and Josh and Angela Stutzman are celebrating today too. and Debbie Vaughn with Welton Mohawk Irrigation and Drainage District.
Well, happy birthday to all of you. We encourage you to get your birthday shout-outs in. Birthdays, anniversaries, work-anniversaries, anything you're celebrating, we want to celebrate with you. There's multiple ways to get them in. Most people know how to find us. Just send us a message on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or go to monstermediayuma.com. Click on the Today in Yuma tab. Look for that Poor Behavior Cupcake. Fill out that entry form, and the perk to doing that is...
you may win a $50 gift card from Poor Behavior.
I love it. Happy birthday, baby Jay.
Debbie's birthday is actually tomorrow.
Okay, well, happy birthday.
All right.
Early birthday.
Carol.
Good morning, ladies.
We were trying to roll through those quick. We got a lot of guests today.
No worries. I saw the lineup. Wow, that's fabulous.
We're going to be talking about Medicare.
Yes, we are coming up on that time frame. I actually wanted to hit it a little earlier this year before open enrollment actually starts, which is October 15th, and it runs through December 7th. So now is the time for folks to really start taking a look at what resources they want to check into, their policy for the coming year, programs that are available to them. And of course, at WACOG Area Agency on Aging, we have what's called a benefits assistance program through our Benefits Enrollment Center, where we have staff who are certified Medicare counselors, along with volunteers who are trained to the same caliber, and additional staff that support that to work with folks who have questions. They want to verify which plan they should be on for the coming year. They can take all the steps that are necessary to review plans objectively, because we're not selling anything and there's no cost for it. So they're just going to take a look at the plans that are going to be available and explain everything to the folks, let them know what their options are so they can make a decision.
And I like that you say that the way you did, because it's important. You don't have any pressure from any kind of company that's trying to influence you to buy the better plans or this or that, and you may end up purchasing something that you may not need, those types of things. So I like that it's a neutral space where you can just get the information to make the decision.
It can be overwhelming. And I like,
yes,
Brian is trying to work in advance of that. He says he'll be 65 in April. Does he have to sign up for Medicare now?
No, it can be based on age, but I'm going to tell you, Brian, call in to WACOG and have a conversation with our Medicare counselor, because he can already start talking to you about next year and what steps you're going to want to take. I was proud of myself. I managed to enroll in just Medicare Part A this last year because I needed to do that, and I managed to do it on my own, and it was difficult. I was a little stressed trying to accomplish that.
You're well versed in a lot of this language too, so don't hesitate to utilize the professionals who are offering their services to walk you through some of this.
Absolutely, and you may be entitled to other assistance. Sometimes folks don't know that based on your income, you may be entitled to a lower rate for Medicare premiums. Although we know there's some challenges going on with funding, but there is still the opportunity to apply for SNAP, for food assistance, and our staff can either help you to get online and navigate the application process or help you walk through it. They get involved with the appeals process. If something's happened and for some reason you're being told no, they can assist you with that. There's another element to it. So there's the SHIP program, which is the state health insurance program, where our counselors and staff work out those services, but also the Senior Medicare Patrol. A lot of folks have concerns about their bills when they get their EOBs in the mail and they see charges for things, and they may just not remember or understand what that coding's representing, but there could be an error on their bill. Listen, for every error that CMS is paying for, that's less money available to help people who are entitled to Medicare coverage. And there are some bad actors out there, and we don't want fraud going on. Again, it's stealing from the people who need the care and the assistance the most. So they can actually even connect you with the Senior Medicare Patrol to file a concern, a complaint, and make sure that you understand how to advocate for yourself if you believe something is wrong with what's been billed to Medicare on your behalf.
Okay. Peter says, what's going on with Medicaid and access cuts? Are you able to speak on any of that? Or a lot of stuff is still kind of up in the air?
It's really in limbo. We know there'll be cuts. And the state is already actually looking at, through our state departments, the governor just asked that they keep their budgets to a certain level for this coming fiscal year in anticipation of what might happen with Medicaid cuts to the state and what the state needs to incorporate into the budget. So there could be some challenges there. We just don't know enough yet to be able to start advocating and helping people steer in the correct direction. But you are always welcome to call us at WACOG, because a lot of what our staff does internally, whether they are one of our client advocates or it's the manager over the advocates, we'll have those personal conversations and talk to them about what is their concern.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know where to go to get answers, you're welcome to start with us.
I think it's probably a good idea to just start there, especially if this is something new to you. Maybe it's not new to your family member. Maybe it's not new to your older adult, but maybe you're a new caregiver, and you're getting these bills and you're looking at them going, I just need to know what this what I need to look for. Get some education under your belt. And maybe it's, if you are a caregiver or your first time doing it, it's better to have more information you have, the better, so that because ultimately, if you're the caregiver, you might be making the decision, is this what they need? Those types of things. So you'll be able to navigate it in a very low pressure environment.
Exactly. I don't know how much you've gone through red tape and bureaucracy and trying to help an older adult, a loved one. When we moved my mom to Yuma a long, long time ago, and the things that I had to instantly tackle, it was really hard. I didn't know she had to file a tax return. I didn't understand why she lost her supplemental Medicare policy just from leaving California and coming to Arizona. There was so much I just didn't understand. We do want to help if we can, and if we're not the right resource, we do want to connect you to a resource that can answer those kinds of questions. But that is part of what we're here for, is information and referral, it's called, including with these pieces with Medicare open enrollment and the other programs that someone might qualify for. It's having the conversation so that folks understand, and then they can make the decision for themselves what they want to pursue and the direction they want to take.
Now, Leslie has a question, and this might fall under those utilizing the resources to call and find out. She said, how about DDD and ALTCS? Do you have more information? Thank you.
Well, Altex, the Arizona Long-Term Care Program, is part of Access and our Medicaid services in Arizona, and it really, what I said previously, we expect there will be challenges, and I think everyone who is going to need that kind of assistance is just going to need to be great advocates, whether it's for themselves or for a loved one. They're going to need to be ready, make sure they receive the education in advance, that they understand how to fill out the paperwork, that they're ready to answer the questions, they're ready to represent and advocate for that loved one, especially if that loved one has a form of dementia and perhaps doesn't have the cognitive ability to answer questions correctly. Things like that. You're going to want to be well equipped, well informed, and ready to respond so that you can move through the process with the state as easily as possible.
If it is open enrollment, so if they want to keep things the same, do they just leave it be?
They can, but I will tell you, we always recommend for folks to go ahead and call in, make an appointment with our counselor, and just talk about it to make sure that they do understand that it's the best program.
Yeah, circumstances could have changed from last year to this year, so you want to make sure that the coverage that they have is what they need.
Absolutely. And
always
it is,
review it.
Once you make a mistake,
it's difficult to undo that.
It can be really, and it can be heartbreaking. We've had people save thousands and thousands of dollars by getting this kind of assistance. We've had people reach out who have lost thousands and thousands of dollars coverage while they were in a critical care situation because they ended up signing up for the wrong thing.
Oh my
goodness. My tip for the day with this, and I say this every year and all the time, and I'm sorry to those who work in that industry, but please Do not respond to phone calls with people offering Medicare services. Do not respond to mailers, postcards you get in the mail. And do not call based on a commercial you saw on the TV. If you're going to work with someone locally, know them. Know their reputation. Make sure they are reputable in this field. If you don't know anybody, please call us.
Yeah.
Even if sometimes it's complicated, the kind of care they might need, our counselor has made relationships with trusted individuals in the community. And if he needs to hand off to someone else who can help work with the specific kind of coverage that person needs, he will do that.
Okay.
So please don't respond to those kind of commercials and advertisements, because they are not out for your best interest. They are trying to sell, and that's okay to sell, but they don't know you, and they may not be selling you a product that even works in this community or in this state. It happens.
Big thing to keep in mind.
Yes.
And the technological end of it, again, that can be very daunting for a lot of individuals. So is there someone at the local office too, or even through a toll-free number that might be able to assist them through navigating that online process?
Yes, and that's what our staff does. It's under our actual benefit enrollment center. She's kind of the right hand to the counselor. And she can work with the individuals to look at all the other programs that they may qualify for. It is done online now. The state and the federal government's moved everything online, and that's not always what's best for an older adult to navigate. And so if they do need assistance, that can be provided. Even if it's just saying you're going to log on here, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, but they can assist.
And that might be what it involves. But again, there's people that are patient. Now, Leslie, Teresa just shared up the flyer.
I'm going to put the link in there right now. They wanted to know, they tuned in late, they wanted to know how to contact you. I'm going to put the link because it's easy as www.wacog.benefitscheckup. It's easy as that. Benefit checkup. And I'm going to put the link in there to make it easy.
And you can call our 800 number, and it will filter through our client. Yes, our client advocates. And so it's as simple as calling the 800-782-1886. You are going to leave a message most likely. Sometimes they can catch the call live, but most likely you'll leave a message. And then they're actually going to forward that message over to the counselor so that they grab it right away. If I get some flyers pretty soon as they get ready for the October 15th launch, I will send those to you so that those can be shared out as well.
Perfect. Now, Peter has a comment. He said, as a certified senior advisor of Society of Certified Senior Advisors, I had to train my clients' family on all things seniors have to do and have, all the things they need. And yes, watch out, call locally for help, and don't commit to anything unless if it's someone you don't know. Great information, both Carol and Peter.
Absolutely.
All right. Leslie says thank you so much, and Brian says cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Carol.
Absolutely, ladies. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure. We are going to take our Village and Pizza Parlor selfie. We'll be back with more of the show after this. Our friends from Humane Society of Yuma will be here after this. The show was brought to you by FanQuest Comics and Games. They've been serving the Yuma community for over 35 years. Stop by today and find them at 850 West 32nd Street, Suite number 1.
And Brewers Restaurant and Sports Bars, your go-to get-together spot. Cheer on your favorite teams with an ice-cold beer, great food, and 2 locations open for your convenience.
And Sprague Sports is located on 32nd Street next to Lowe's. And when we do have a chance of showers, it's perfect to go on indoors to shoot. They have that climate-controlled 15-lane range inside at Sprague's on 32nd Street next to Lowe's. We'll be back after the break on Z93 and Outlaw Country.
It wouldn't let, I just put the WACOG because it wouldn't let me pull up the benefits checkup part, but we'll go back in later and do it. That way they can
And we should have a flyer soon that gives a direct number for that benefits enrollment staff. I was going to say, I'm so glad I'm not following the puppies. You just don't win if you're
All right, here we go.
At Whitehead's Tire Pros locations. Or use the Tire Finder online at whiteheadstirepros.com. Choose the perfect tire and make your appointment today. We also have free
That's why I was like, that's a good idea.
Perfect. And that should
Whitehead's. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you,
ladies. We'll see you next time.
Guys, come on in.
Hello, sweetie. Aww.
Is she part pug?
Okay. A Chihuahua pug. Okay. Come on in. Have a seat. Hi.
It's right over here.
You need to go with us. Did you try the treats?
Yeah, she's had some already.
Aww.
I've got one in my. I've got
And your
the bag in
she's
my
Oh,
like, yeah,
pocket.
you do.
And you heard what she said about the camera, right?
Pardon?
That they're going to be seeing us from here up, so we
Yeah.
can make sure that she's looking up.
You can put her on the if she's
So I
comfortable. Yeah, you can sit her on your lap.
So I could be sitting here in my underwear.
Not when you want, like, not now. They would see you now.
Do you mind if I take her off?
No, you're fine. You want to close
No, that's
that
fine.
just so she doesn't.
Where, is this out of the way?
Yeah, you're good.
Out of
You
the
guys
way.
settled and then I'll head out.
Come here.
She didn't even care about squeaks out there at all.
She didn't.
Truckmates.
I love her ears.
They're her best features, in my opinion. The little floppy ears.
And manufactured to the highest standard.
Well, she is all coordinated out with her purple
Yeah.
and everything. Her
Well,
hair
she's the
looks
star of
good.
the show.
She is. Purple looks good on you, Lexi.
She goes into a classroom. She takes
Aw.
over.
Hi, sweetie girl.
How old is she?
She turned 2 in August.
Okay, so she's still little.
She looks, I think she looks older than she is because her muzzle has that kind of gray
Gray in
looking
it.
color, but it's always
I think
had
it's
it.
just that, what is it, that the fawn color,
right.
more so than gray, yeah.
Yeah, and we have another 7-month-old, a male that's also fawn colored.
Really? Is he a chug too?
Yeah. But he's, where if you look at her face, it's got more of the Chihuahua kind of features.
On her
The-
ears too.
Right. The other one, the Bixby, has more of the pug features. He's got a little broader muzzle, and his ears are the flop.
Aww.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna move our logos.
I was gonna say that. Do I need to move it? Do we have them all? I wanted to make sure to get her too. But
No, there you go. We're good. We can see Lexi.
okay, here we go. This is a Facebook Live camera. I had to make sure.
Jimmy is mostly the gabber in these things. I'm
No
kind of the
worries.
dog handler.
I have a lot to say. I have to control
Okay,
myself.
good.
No worries. We got you. Here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
Getting kind of dark out there.
I'm excited.
You know, we want rain. We want a very moderate amount of rain, not all at once.
Yes.
All right, joining us now, we have the Be Humane coordinator, Jimmy, from the Humane Society of Yuma. Good morning.
Hi, hello, friends. How are you?
We also have Frank and Lexi, and Frank, you're Lexi's handler, if you will, right?
Well, actually, I'm her service human.
I love that.
I like that. Now, she goes out and she goes to schools and she's around different groups of people, just
Right. She visits.
providing education.
She visits classrooms in the Be Humane program. Jimmy does a presentation, a PowerPoint presentation, and while that's going on, Lexi is cruising through the classroom, greeting all the kids and
Looking for snacks.
Looking for snacks and taking over the show a little bit.
Well, she is definitely kicking back, relaxing right now. We love that. Well, Jimmy, let's talk about the Be Humane program.
Yeah, sure. So that's where we go into schools. Like I said, we do presentations. We bring an ambassador dog. There's a number of dogs that we bring. She's one of the ones that I use the most because I really, really trust Lexi. We bring a pit bull named Chips. There is Stuart and Smiley and Ozzy. So some of the kids will recognize some more than others. But we're mostly talking about animal welfare. We're teaching children how to be near animals, how to approach an animal safely, trying to avoid future bites, which is a big reason why animals come in. The secret mission for the Be Humane program is teaching children empathy. The idea is that if I can teach you to be kind to an animal, I'm actually teaching you to be kind to everybody.
Definitely. And how young do you, what ages do you go see?
We start with preschool, and as of right now, we go all the way up to 8th grade. But we did recently receive a grant that's going to allow us to start going into high schools, which is a discussion that we're having.
I like that. Again, we understand the importance of teaching them young too about animal welfare, proper ways to behave around animals.
Well, and to be good, to be good humans to the pets. I mean, if you have a pet in the home, maybe it's like, okay, it's not only you get to love it, but there's also responsibilities that come with owning a pet.
Absolutely.
But I love working with the older kids too because some of them may have had a negative experience when they were younger, and you might show them the opportunity opportunity, yes, you can be around animals, and it's a good way to interact with them.
Well, not only that, they know the way to get to the parents.
Yes.
It's through the kid. We need to go to the Humane Society because they have a cute dog there that I want as well.
Absolutely. That, microchipping, vaccinations. There's a number of things where I straight up tell the kids, do me a favor, tell your parents about this. Tell them, hey, the shelter wants to help us, or hey, the shelter would love to do a meet and greet with these dogs that we're interested in.
Or even, I know because I have a 5-year-old and he comes home telling me things that the teacher is talking about. So it's easy. Even they'll ask questions. Is our kitty vaccinated? Is it microchipped? They ask these questions, and it's like, you know what? Maybe we should take a look at getting this done. Those types of questions, because you're having to answer to your child. So it works. It works on both ends as well.
Absolutely, it does.
Yeah. Well, I think it's awesome. Like you said, you're even able to now be able to get to the high schools. I think that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Frank, let's talk about Lexi. She's about 2 now, you said.
Yeah, she just turned 2 in August. She started doing this through most of the school year last year.
Mm-hmm.
She's been to schools in San Luis and Somerton, Yuma School District 1, Crane School District, and she's been to some of the charter schools also. And the Southwest Christian. So she's been to a lot of different schools, met a lot of different kids, and
she's covered a lot of area.
Yeah, and when she's out, sometimes she gets recognized.
Well, she is a celebrity. She is. Well, she's one of the faces of Be Humane, and again, it's an awesome program through the Humane Society of Yuma. I know you're always looking for volunteers in different capacities, Jimmy.
Oh, every single day, anyone that wants to volunteer, just go to our website, hsoyuma.com. You fill out an application. There's a $15 deposit for the shirt that you get. Kids can start at 12 years old with the help of an adult and 16 by themselves.
Okay.
I always talk about Bethany. She's a worker at the shelter. She works in our kennels department. She started when she was 16. She does jobs, frankly, as a grown man, I wouldn't want to do. Like, she goes toe-to-toe with very intense animals and does very physical labor. And the moment she turned 18, we offered her a job. And I personally believe she'll be running that place someday. So I think it's a really important program.
Awesome opportunities there, too.
I love that. You get in, you kind of see behind the scenes how things work, and if you love working with the animals, it's rewarding. It's a great opportunity.
Especially if you want to be a veterinarian.
Yes.
It's the best way to start.
No, that is great, too. Now, when people talk about going to the shelter and walking animals, taking them out and playing with them, what do we need to do in order to do that? Do you have to sign up or just show up?
You definitely have to sign up to volunteer.
Okay.
Yeah, you can ask us about our Dog's Day Out program.
Oh, yeah.
But if you want to do it consistently, volunteering's the best way.
And let's talk about that Dog's Day Out program. It's been a hit. We've seen so many people take one of the shelter animals out, kind of expose them to the community. Some have taken them into their work environments and stuff like that. We had someone, they were doing Dog's Day Out and brought their dog by the station.
By the station, yeah.
To show us and show other people. You can do it. You're out and about.
Absolutely. Take them to get a pup cup. Go grab lunch. Go to the park. It's a lot of fun.
That's how I first got started with the dog aspects of it at the shelter. I was delivering dogs on Dog's Day Out to schools and to school district offices and stuff where they just wanted to keep a dog for the day sort of thing. So I'd go take it and then go at the end of the school day and pick it up and take it home. And then I got asked if I would get involved with the Be Humane program, and then it went from there to this.
How long have you been volunteering, Frank?
3 years.
Okay. It gets in just it becomes part of you, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, it helps me fill the days, and when I get up and get ready to leave to go anywhere, if I put on my hat and grab my keys, Lexi starts spinning around on the floor and jumping up and
going
down.
somewhere.
And if I leave without her, it's a howling mess of my house.
Oh my goodness! Now, does the Dog Stay Out program, does it take a little bit of a break during the warmer months of the year, or does it continue to go on?
Now, that's a really good question. I would have to reflect to my adoption staff for that, especially because with this program, I'm away from the shelter a lot, and things change there on a almost daily basis. So I don't want to give anything concrete regarding that. But if anyone has any questions about Dog's Day Out, call the shelter, and we'd love to help you, help us, help you, help us.
And they keep it basically for the work day?
Yes.
Perfect.
Lexi's down exploring. I don't know if you've met Eddie from the police department. He's Sergeant Lori Franklin's dog.
Yes.
Eddie comes in on a regular basis, probably at least once every 6 weeks or so. So she's probably smelling where Eddie's
been.
This is kind of her routine, and even in a classroom.
Yeah.
When I go into a classroom, I first ask if anybody has any fears of small dogs or anything, or if they have any serious allergies, and 99% of the time they all say no because they want her off the leash. And I take her off the leash, and she just weaves through the whole classroom.
We're
and
pet
checks
friendly.
everything out.
She can roam wherever she needs to go.
We love animals. They're wonderful. They're additions to our family.
They are.
David Ibarra, he's one of our school board members. He said, "Great program. Thank you for bringing her to District 1 schools."
I love it.
That's awesome.
Again, the animals become recognized, and you have several different ones that kind of rotate through the different schools and stuff too, giving the kids the opportunity to meet different breeds and interact with different sizes of dogs too.
Absolutely. That's why we usually start with chips because in the beginning of the program for each school, we do an assembly. So I bring Chips, this giant pit bull, out just to start fighting the discrimination against pit bulls, teaching people, letting them see that, the breed does not define the dog.
Definitely. Well, if people are interested in getting more information, or maybe signing up for Doggy's Day Out, or maybe having you come to the school, what's the best way to reach out?
So you can reach the shelter for general questions. Just Google us and call us there. You can reach me if you have questions about the Be Humane program. Can I give out my email?
Yes. Yeah.
JGIBBS, so jgibbs @hsoyuma.com. You can also talk to the principal of your school. We still have at least 5 slots. I didn't bring my paperwork with the exact months, but if you want your kids to be involved with a program like this, talk to your principal, have them reach out to us. We want to get to as many schools as we can.
Get it set up now. Well, thank you, gentlemen, and Lexi, for joining us today.
Yes, thank you.
Have a wonderful day, everyone. We will see you tomorrow. Reports of rain out in the foothills, so it has already begun. Be careful out there. Up next, it's Bob and Sherry on Z93, and Outlaw Country has your favorite classic country music. We will see everyone tomorrow. KCYK Yuma and KLJZ Yuma.